What's up, you fucking idiots?
What's going on, everyone?
We love you guys.
I love you more. From me to you, I love you more.
No,
Not Robbie.
If you and I got divorced, the fucking idiot, I would have majority custody of the fucking idiots for sure.
I don't think so, bro. They know where the facts are, and they know where the better fucking idiots come from. So they definitely would
Can
be
you
a part
even say their names though? Can you say your fucking idiots' names though?
No, there's just too many. So that's it. Anyway, guys, we just want
from me to you, fucking idiots, who I love the most more than anyone.
We got some news.
We appreciate you guys.
We've been
we got some news.
We got some news. We've been
What's the news?
Previewing this upcoming road trip that we're doing. And it's getting very close. We are.
I've been putting in the work, figuring out how to do golf shot tracers.
Yeah,
okay?
Robbie is not done much for this podcast, but golf shot tracers, he is all over.
Ouch, dude. That was too real.
All right, well, I'm speaking specifically about the editing part.
Listen, my time is coming, okay? This was supposed to be about our trip, and you just dug me straight to the heart. Mostly because it's true. Anyway.
Our trip is fastly approaching.
It's fastly approaching.
We're
gonna eat some combos. We're gonna
ask
play some golf. We're gonna
random people questions, mostly about Shaquille O'Neal. You know where we're going with that one.
We're really trying to work up the courage to talk to random people. So
hopefully, I would feel like people would be interested in talking to two weird guys that they never met before with microphones.
Of course. Well, this is our last episode before we can record in person. I think, at least in the same time zone. If you're busy on, I don't know what we're gonna do Saturday, but
we'll figure.
We're gonna have some podcasts coming up real soon where we're actually together in person.
Yeah, so it'll be just as dumb but less laggy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're gonna call our. We're gonna call our road trip. Just as dumb, but less laggy. There we go.
But less laggy. Yeah.
The less laggy tour.
Less laggy tour. Yeah, exactly.
Guys, stick around. Man. The next episode
great episode.
Have is awesome. It's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Facts.
Yeah.
We laugh a lot.
Great facts.
It's a good time. 41 episodes in. We finally know what we're doing. So
we're getting there. So
let's start the
don't
show.
Speak too soon, please.
We'll see you guys in person very soon.
Yep.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two fucking idiots.
Is the Mr.Peanut guy, popular or rich, or what is going on with him, really?
Is the shell his body, or is it his clothes?
I don't fully understand, the planners people were like, hey, listen, we need a mascot. We sell nuts. What can we do? And they were like, how about a peanut? And they were like, way to go, Johnson. And then fucking Carl was like, what if he's a fancy peanut?
We could draw a top hat and a monocle.
He literally has he literally has white gloves on. I'm looking at a fucking can right now. That's why.
Are you looking at it? Let's see it. You're a Peanuts guy, huh? Yeah, dude.
He's literally got white gloves, a monocle. He's got black appendages for some reason. Not sure.
Is he? Yeah. Is that the shell is his body? Does he have a black body inside of the shell?
I don't understand, dude. It's one of the mysteries of the world. I think it's the eighth wonder. Is everything the eighth wonder? I feel like everything's the eighth.
Maybe the ninth at this point. Where are we at? Who's counting?
Yeah, you know, drop us a comment and tell us what you think. Mr. Peanut is he made of
which wonder
himself?
of the world?
I don't know what it is.
Because his eyes are on the. Yeah, never mind. What's up, dude?
I don't get it. It's gonna keep me up all night. I can't focus. I'm gonna cancel my trip home because this is gonna perplex me for a couple of days at least. So
I didn't realize you were a huge peanut guy. I'm almost stay home. I don't really associate with straight up peanut eaters. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not. That's a cashew. I wouldn't just.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, now that I don't live with my brother, I'm just gonna go fucking ham with peanuts. You know,
I
just
get it.
nuts in
Actually,
general.
you're fulfilling. Like you finally live far enough away. You're across the country. You're like, I finally feel confident in buying some nuts. I get it. Okay, that makes sense.
So anyway, guys, welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back.
Episode.
I'm Robbie.
I'm Jordan. We are the fucking worst at that.
I just did awesome at it, so I don't know what
almost
you're
every
about.
episode. Okay, so today, real quick, we had to when we got home. We normally play like music for the dogs, but today, since we have fucking 45 fucking hours of audio of us talking, I just played our podcast for the dogs. Like after we got home.
Oh.
And it's been a while since I listened to a couple of them, obviously. And I heard a few. I caught a few right in the beginning where every other episode, it's like, welcome back, guys. My name's Jordan. And then you're like, anyway, my butt is big or whatever. And like, we don't introduce ourselves well. But then in this one.
That was a very bad impression of me, I think.
But yeah, anyway, my name's Jordan.
I have a relatively small butt for the size of my body, if I'm being honest. You know what I mean?
One of the fucking idiots. The other guy over there.
I'm Robbie.
Yeah,
nice to meet you.
This
and welcome
is episode 41.
41. We're powering through.
You wanna say it together?
Oh yeah, sure. The Dirk Nowitzki episode. Oh, it's so hard over Zoom. We're gonna be so in sync when we're together. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
We just really planned this out and decided a long time ago and did a bunch of research on Dirk Nowitzki because we appreciate him so much.
For sure.
Was not a last minute decision.
He was 41.
Yeah. It was a no-brainer. But Dirk is a good candidate because he was on that true underdog team with the Mavericks against the Heat in, 2011, right?
Was it a true underdog team?
I mean, they had LeBron, D Wade, both. D Wade already had a championship, didn't he? Yeah, I think in
so,
06 he won with Shaq, right?
Will.
And then Chris Bosh.
Didn't Dirk have Steve Nash and Jason Terry? I'm trying to remember that team.
Was this just like a battle? Was this like a battle of the? Like, was this a defining moment for U.S. history? You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it.
I don't think so, bro. But
Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki versus Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. What's the main difference between these guys? You know?
One is Canadian and German, and the other two, I think, are American. So
are American, exactly. America all the way. It's great again. Thank you.
Dirk was one of those few guys with, like, long hair that also was like good at sports. Like, that's pretty cool. I don't think he was preoccupied with constantly getting the shit out of his fucking head.
Yeah, like Clay Guida.
Out of his
face.
Remember that? Yeah. Oh, dude.
Remember him? That was like part of his fighting technique. He'd like lull you to sleep, wiping his hair out of his face.
I remember playing basketball a few times with a couple of guys who had like Justin Bieber hair, and like every 2 seconds they would like shove their head to the left to get their hair to, like, you know, keep that direction. Dirk didn't have that problem. He was too busy scoring on you bitches.
He was like galloping down the court, and the air was like pushing his hair aside.
He was like Kevin Durant before Kevin Durant. Like, he was like a big dude that can shoot. And then Kevin Durant just was like, oh, watch this. I can do everything. And then, there you go.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's the man. Dirk. Good guy.
Yeah, you know, he's German. His middle name is Werner.
Werner, yeah. He was an MVP. He was the finals MVP, 14-time All-Star, excuse me. Yeah. I mean, he won the 3-point contest in 2006. Like,
pretty impressive for a guy who's 7'1" or whatever.
I know. And I know all of these things right off the top of my head too.
Yeah, so. I knew you knew those, bro.
Which is
the whole
awesome.
All-Star thing, though, to me gets me for every single athlete that mentions that.
Sure.
Because there are people that are in those All-Star games that are there because they made like a splash 7 years ago.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It seems weird to me because the fans voted in. Like,
That's true.
I think the year that the Cubs won the World Series, there was like 4 Cubs in the All-Star game, and it was like,
dude, at least
it was such a
like
cool moment.
Hendricks, Baez, Bryant, Contreras, Rizzo.
Yeah,
I think
Lester was probably there too. Like,
I think
there was
Schwarber might have even, and Schwarber was terrible at the outfield.
Yeah, but then like a couple years later, like Bryant goes, and it's like, did he really deserve to go? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, I have a real problem with it because it's fan voting. It's not fucking like metrics. There's always like a couple people that don't get in, and you're like, how the fuck did they not get in?
How do they not? Yeah, that makes sense. But we don't have to worry about any of that because we might get lucky to have one All-Star on the team for the next 3-4 years. So
okay, let's bring it up. The Cubs blew up their entire team for the most part. Got rid of some big guys on the team. Because they're all on contract years. Me, as a rational Cubs fan, I understand the move. I appreciate them trying to, rebuild.
Build up the farm system a little bit. Yep.
As an irrational Cub fan, it hurts my feelings that Rizzo is gone.
When do we get to see him again? When are the Cubs and the Yankees going to play?
I was at a Cubs-Yankee game like in like 20 fuck. I can't remember when it was.
20 fuck, dude.
But yeah, that was pretty
good year.
Cool.
Great year. Great year for me at least. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little sad. But what are you going to do?
When I worked at Rosebud at the steakhouse, one day some guys sat down at the end of the bar and my boss pulls me aside, huge Yankee fan. He like grew up in Long Island or something. Who knows?
That's in New York.
And one of those places over there.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, listen, do you know who just sat down at the bar?
Wait a minute.
And I
Are
was
you
like,
doing an exact impression of him? Because he's from New York. I don't...
okay, fine. So he pulls me aside and he's like, hey, now you listen here, Robbie. Some real important motherfuckers just sat down right there at the bar. Don't you fuck this up for me. And I was like, what are you talking about, Joey? Joey D, you know, like, what are you saying to me? And he's like, nah. Now that there is Aaron Boone, played for the Yankees, and now he's the Sunday night broadcast for the Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. I'm not going to keep doing that. I have to keep.
Yeah, it's a little slow, so let's keep it going. Look, man, let's do this.
Anyway, so I like serve him, and then the next night he was doing the Sunday night broadcast, which is pretty cool. And that Cubs game went to like the 17th inning. And I was going to go, do you remember that? It was in like 2017 or 18. I was going to go try to sneak into Wrigley Field, but I don't have the balls. I don't have the balls to sneak in there, even in the late inning game.
Do you know what Aaron Boone does now for a job?
He's the Yankees general manager, right?
No, he's the manager, but yeah.
He's the manager, excuse me.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say that, and I was like, damn, when the fuck did he become the manager? Like, I have no idea, dude. There was like a segment of my life over the last like 6 years that I just have no idea when sports things happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know the Cubs won the World Series. That was awesome.
Back in whatever. In
2016. I had to move to Wisconsin for that to happen. So now I moved to Nevada. Who knows what's going to happen? We blew up the team.
Bears?
Who knows? Yeah, the Bears.
Bears, Bulls.
Oh, God.
Bulls got Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan.
Dude,
I mean,
there's this guy on TikTok that I can't remember his name, but I think he's autistic. I think he's like an autistic guy. It's like mostly. I think it's like.
Are you diagnosing him? Okay.
No, yeah, I don't. I think he is, but dude, he's got the fucking like sweetest personality, and he knows everything about the fucking everything.
Yeah.
And I found out the Bulls got Lonzo Ball from that guy. Like somebody asked him a question, and he just went like crazy, and he was like, "He's gonna be great for Billy Donovan." And like he knows more about the fucking Chicago Bulls than I ever did.
Thank God.
I was like, "This fucking cool. This kid's awesome." I don't know. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's weird because just in general, I hate autistic people. So just like across the board.
I think it's pretty cool that they can just focus on one or a couple of things and just be awesome. at them?
Well,
Like,
it's not all. I'm obviously kidding. God, I hope.
You
I
better-
hope no
you
one
better
just turned the
clarify that.
podcast off before. Hopefully, no one was like click before I had a chance to take that back. But it's literally a spectrum. You know, there's people who just focus well. There's people who are like inaudible and
sure.
can't. It's crazy. But
I guess I'm more like talking about the ones that are just very fact driven. I guess.
Yeah.
Very cool.
No,
I
yeah,
can't remember
it's
fucking anything. So.
Dude, it's amazing. It's like truly photographic.
Yeah.
Some like piano players and stuff. It's literally insane.
When people can just play songs after hearing them for 1 second, get the fuck
Yep.
out of here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you a
Literally.
robot? That's what robots do.
Yeah, exactly. I wish. But anyway, how was your week, dude?
It's pretty good. We're getting ready to leave, so
Nice.
bought some carry-on luggage that was expensive AF.
Literally, how many bags did you buy? Just to carry on?
Just 2 little tiny suitcases because I figured we probably would make this trip a few times, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it makes sense to not, like we don't need to check a bag. Like we're not gonna, this trip is gonna be longer than probably all of the other ones. You know what I mean? We might just come back for a couple of days or something like that. So I was like, it's
Are
probably
you
a good
warning
investment.
people?
Yeah.
Like, hey, if I call you, you better answer because this is your only shot.
Like, do you know what luggage costs? I bought a fucking suitcase one time from like an estate sale for like $25. And,
Yeah, exactly. That's what
it.
I don't know. Like 12,000?
So, dude, we go to the store. Well, Steph was at the store first, and she texted me, and she's like, "These 2 bags are like nice, and they're carry-on approved, and they'll be able to fit under the seat." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "How much?" And she's like, "They're $140 each." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I could just bring a second backpack because that's literally what that is. Like, it's just a backpack with a stick and some wheels.
Some wheels, exactly.
That's literally what it is. So we went to the store a couple of days later to try to find like an alternative, and I think eventually we were just like, let's just buy a decent set, and it'll pay for itself. Hopefully, I don't know.
You were like, Steph, let a man take care of it, and then turned out she was right as usual. So
I don't know if I was
that
that chauvinistic, but I was definitely hinting at it. I was
if
like,
that ain't a lesson, why am I towing the line tonight? Why am I just a bad boy? I'm like, I got my bucket hat on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could put like a sunflower right in the middle, and people would just be like, "He looks marvelous."
Dude, not a bad idea. Sawyer fingernail shamed me again tonight, so I got to repaint them.
Oh no!
He's like, "Have you been biting your nails?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I haven't been painting them because I just have been going to town on these bad boys." Just like I wake up in the morning, I'm like,
He's like,
got to make a cup of coffee, gnaw on my fingers for 45 minutes.
He's like your sponsor. Like he shows up
Yeah.
and he's just like, "What did we talk about?" You call me when you have urges.
Like, but you were busy with your other family.
You call me. You don't make excuses.
Okay.
Do you
I'm
want
sorry,
your fucking
Sawyer.
4-day chip? Because I'll give it to you as soon as you get to 4 days.
You're right, Sawyer. Thank you. Sawyer. Thank you.
I like. Yeah, he's an aggressive, mean sponsor. He's not nice.
Yeah, he does not. He's brash. Been
Yeah.
working on that a little bit.
It's cool.
Like,
He's little. He can
trying
get
to-
away with it at this point.
Yeah, and I kind of want him to be an asshole. Not at the core.
Yeah.
Like I want him to be a good person at the core. But if I want him to be the kid that if someone says something, he's like, "That's rude. Don't be rude." You know,
Sure.
like let people know.
Oh, I've been in
those
many
are the people that
situations
seem to
where I have cowardly backed down.
I definitely thought you were going to say the other thing.
No, I've been in some
Agreed.
situations where I've been like, this is uncomfortable. What
Mm-hmm.
this guy has been saying and is saying is not what I stand for. I'm going to go get something to drink.
Yeah,
I'm just
gonna
not
sit
going to
here quietly.
participate. That's how I'm going to
Exactly.
protest.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, some weird shit before. Dude, you had a big life event this week.
Yes.
Something that happens, every
Yep.
once in a while.
Sure.
Let us know what
I'm
happened
pregnant.
to you. Oh
Yeah.
my god!
I'm expecting. So this whole time I thought for the last 20 years I thought I was fat. I've just been pregnant. So give me 9 months. No, I bought a car. I traded in my vehicle and and financed it on my own, which like probably sounds normal for people. But the last time I bought a car, I was like scraping by. I like had a cosigner, and they were still like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've been working on my credit for like years, bro.
Dude,
I ruined
so
it in like
unfair.
3 months. Yeah. And then once it was ruined, I was like, okay, then I don't give a shit for like 5 years. And then I was like, wait, maybe this credit thing's important. You know, like maybe it's, you need it. So yeah,
when we bought this house out here, I remember we were making great strides. And then somehow I missed like a Blockbuster fucking bill.
Ooh, you gotta play those late fees, you know?
Dude, it dropped my score like 70 fucking points. And I was like, it took me 4 years to get up to that point. Like, I had no clue what the fuck happened. It was just
what movie
so
was
unforgiving.
It? Twister?
No, it was Girl Interrupted.
Okay, good. Great film, or
yeah.
what you? I mean,
it was good. I didn't return it though, so I lost it. I think we just got so excited by the film.
Do you remember Redbox?
Yeah.
I bought so many movies for like $37.99 after a month. You know, they just charged me $2 a day until I owned it.
It's incomparable for you to have to remember to bring it back in 2 days.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
We signed up to get late fees and then eventually just pay for it. Yeah, I've done that a few times.
That's the racket.
Redbox was a great idea until people figured out that they could just like scan the fucking movie, put a piece of paper in there that has like the barcode, and then fuck over every single person who wants to go get that thing. Did you not know that happens? People did that with like video games and stuff because they have video games. So people would fucking...
And video games are like $60.
Yeah, literally. So people would like rent like Red Dead Redemption or whatever, and like I don't know exactly how it worked, but there was always like a piece of paper with the same artwork that's on the CD, and then like the same barcode or whatever the fuck. I mean, maybe it's on the case. I have no idea.
Wow.
But yeah, imagine like spending your $3.99 to fucking rent it for 3 days or whatever, which that game you can't play in 3 days. I don't know what you were thinking. But somebody had already stolen it from the previous. Like, that's gotta fucking suck. I would never do that. I've done a lot of shady shit. That's not something I would do.
Yeah, I've done some shitty shit, but that ain't me. I just never took it back. Like, I literally don't think of the maybe 10 to 12 movies or games that I got from the Redbox in my career, because eventually I was like, I gotta just stop going. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think
You're
brought
late on
back
your
a
car
single
payment
one
this year or this month because your Redbox fees are too much.
Oh, if that's not a perfect illustration of my life, I'm like, this would be so easy.
There was one time where I got a Redbox fee that was like $25, and I remember thinking like legit, like, I'm upset by this. I don't want this to happen, but I deserve it. I didn't bring it back. I told them I would, and I did not.
And I didn't. Absolutely not. I'm not mad at Redbox. I'm the idiot that kept going back. So
they're still around, I think, right?
I think so. I only passed that Walgreens twice a day. How was I supposed to make time to stop at it?
You got to take a left, and it's just the whole thing is just...
Then I got to cross traffic to get back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the entrance. Yeah, it does depend on like the convenience at that point.
Now it wouldn't be a problem because my new car's got a V6, baby, 295 under the hood. You know what I mean?
You said that to me yesterday. You were like 295 horsepower, and I was like, that means absolutely nothing to me.
I don't know if that's a lot. I'm
not
sure.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even know what my horsepower is only mentioned when you're dealing with like trucks and SUVs. So I'm assuming my hatchback has like, I don't know, 12. Like,
yeah, probably. No, it's probably got like, I mean,
it has a turbo in it, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah. So it's probably at least like 6,000 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it works.
Dude,
but
cars are too fucking complicated. It's ridiculous.
Is more better? Is less better? Like, what's more powerful? Is like the small group? Are they a wiry bunch of horses?
Why are we using horses in general still?
Yeah, are they thoroughbreds? I saw some stupid thing once where it was like on a horse track, and I look back on it now and I realized that it was just a publicity stunt. But it was like a Mustang driving, and behind it was like 500 horses running as fast as it could.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
And they're like, see, it's got 500 horsepower. And I remember being like, that's not how the fuck it works. I've ridden a horse pretty fast. We were going like 25 miles an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
That Mustang did not have to try hard to beat them. As a kid, I was like angry at that commercial, you know.
It's just a number at this
Pissed
point,
me off.
and it doesn't mean anything. I guarantee you ask the random person on the street, which we should probably do that on our trip, what's a horsepower, and they're going to be like, I don't know. Is that like a porno that I have never seen? Like,
I hope not. Were you a guy that watched those videos? You know, like the one with the glass jar, or like Two Girls, One Cup?
So there's a couple that I have never watched and never will, basically, because of that.
Yeah.
But there are several that I have seen and
Yep.
will forever be scarred by those moments.
God.
I remember explaining a few to like Chris Graham one time. We were at like trivia or something, and I said a few, and his jaw was just like, "What the fuck are you doing with your life?" And I was like, "Yeah," and then he did this, and I'm like, "Sorry, the internet's scary. It's at times."
We grew up in like the 1950s for like the first 10 years of our life.
Yeah.
And then like we were gifted the most beautiful, helpful, useful, like fountain of knowledge. We could have done so many great things with the internet, and I'm sure that we did. Someone did.
Yeah.
But no, we
got two girls to poop in a cup.
And eat it. Okay. Literally disgusting.
People that didn't know a Two Girls, One Cup and just heard that, they're like,
yeah,
they did what?
They did what? I'd say look it up, but don't. I watched it one time for like 10 seconds, and I was like, even me as like a 12-year-old boy was like, turn this shit off, dude. Why are we watching this?
For people that have never seen it, I'm gonna just go over like the kind of tenets of what happens in that movie. So there's two girls.
Movie, like it's a film.
There's two girls, and I think they're wearing like bikinis, and they like start to like kiss each other, and you're like, hey, what are we doing? And
What's
then as if a ice cream machine was pulled in the down position, there is just a cup. There's a cup.
Soft serve shit, dude.
Yeah, there's a cup that is filled with poop. So fucking fast, and
who can poop like that? Like, who poops like that, dude?
I don't know, man.
It was like a 6-foot stream of poop.
It was like a highball glass full of fucking shit, and then they proceed. Okay, I won't.
What are we doing, dude?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Listen, 41 episodes in, they know what we're about. We're about dicks and shit. Let's do this.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's actually, now that you mention it, the other video, glass jar breaks inside some guy's asshole. Someone gets fucked to death by a horse. Yeah. There's like the worst things. The internet is the worst place in the world. Yeah. I got to college and this guy was like, hey. No, you know what's funny actually? I was like, what are you doing on your computer? He's like, oh, I'm on 4chan. And I was like, what's that? And he's like, bro, I'm telling you right now, you do not want to do this. And I was like, no, what is it? And he was like, 4chan, B is the random section. And I haven't been on there in 10 years. So, but it was like the craziest shit, the most fucked up shit. But also responsible for like, someone would post a video of a girl in Russia like drowning kittens in a river. And like the people on 4chan, it was basically kind of, I guess, like the birth of Anonymous a little bit. They would like track her down and ruin her life. And that I was like, nice.
Yeah.
But then,
there's a documentary on Netflix called Don't Fuck with Cats.
Yes, dude.
I have never seen it, but I know what it's about. I just don't know if I'm ready to watch it. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to cry right now. Okay. You sent me a TikTok and we're like, and I watched it and you were like, I got you with that one, didn't I? And I literally, it was one tear. I like held it. It's like one tear.
The TikTok is just a fucking kid sitting in the back seat and his dad's like, we're going somewhere or something. He says like, oh, we're not going to go meet somebody. And he's like, what do you mean? And then he like hands him like the goofiest fucking goofy hat of all time. And he's like, we're going to Disney World, and the kid's fucking face just lights up. He puts that fucking stupid hat on. Like, I think even at that age, I'd be like, I can't be seen in this, Dad. I wear American Eagle apparel. I can't do this.
My Hollister shirt clashes.
His reaction is so genuine and like sweet.
So sweet, dude.
Yeah.
As a dad now, especially, I can't, like, all that shit fucks me up, dude. It's unhealthy, I think, or maybe it's super healthy. Maybe I'd be like a serial killer if I didn't cry all the goddamn time.
Did your parents ever do stuff like that for you? Like, did they ever surprise you with something like that?
No, I think my parents were pretty bad. So
I was like hoping that you were gonna be like, yeah, one time, but you were just like,
no, I don't know. I
never
were kind of poor, so I didn't go on a lot of vacations.
I don't think I ever got like a vacation like that. But one time, my dad, or like my mom and dad, took me to like a Cubs game, but like told me we were going to like Aunt Muriel's house or something.
Yeah,
but the super sleuth that I am, figured it out because my dad was like, "Make sure you bring your baseball glove," and I was like, "Aunt Muriel's gonna play catch with me? Like that seems." Interesting. And like while we were driving,
I thought she only played basketball.
Yeah, exactly. While we were driving like into the city, I was like, I figured it out. I know what we're doing, and I totally like ruined it like a jerk.
Yeah, of course.
My brother did that for the Mr. Claus we mentioned a couple of episodes ago. Actually, I think I cut that part out because I didn't want anybody to hear it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't listen to the podcast around him often, but he catches a glimpse here and there.
Yeah.
I was a little douche once too, now that you mention it. So my mom had a boyfriend who we're still good friends with to this day. I don't think I ever told the story on here, but I might have. Please stop me if I have. And he gave me diamond earrings for Christmas because we had our ears pierced early. I had my ears pierced at 9.
Yeah, I think I was like maybe 10.
Yeah, my dad said no, but my sister was 16, so she just took me. I was like, nice. This is working out great.
Didn't your dad have earrings?
He did like when he was a kid for like a bit, but he was like a teenager, I think. Yeah, he didn't really wear them. He could still put them in here and there, weird, but yeah, I guess he was an interesting guy, police officer. But then again, most police officers are like the rowdiest kids. My dad used to like run from the cops on his dirt bike through downtown Libertyville. Like, it's insane.
With Tom Morello.
Yeah, he used Tom Morello and Adam Jones from Tool. You knew both of those guys.
That's pretty cool.
And my grandma knew Elvis, and I'm just a fucking piece of shit. So anyway,
you have a podcast, dude. Nobody else has a podcast.
That's true. 41 episodes.
Yeah,
grandma sucks.
We have enough audio for my dogs to listen to my voice for 2 full days almost.
Yeah. You could just like have what's her name put the podcast on to like soothe them to sleep at night.
Just subject her to like listen.
Make her listen to it. Maybe she'll like it.
You may not like it, but the dogs really love episodes 1 through 41.
Yeah.
So if you could just start at 1.
Start at the beginning. Work your way through. I told my car salesman who was like nervous. You could tell maybe he like just started selling cars, and so that's like me being me. I was like, all right, I'm buying this car because this kid is nervous, but I handled it like a G though.
What did you ruin for your parents? You were trying to say that, and then I interrupted you, and now we're fucking 5 subjects away now.
God, what do we start with here? Anyway, my car. But anyway, so my mom's boyfriend at the time bought me a pair of earrings. Diamond earrings. And he gave them to me, and I was like, Len, how much did these cost? I was literally like maybe 10 or 11 years old. I think I was super young.
Yeah.
He's like, Rob, don't worry about it. And I'm like, Lenny, you look at me in my fucking eyes and you tell me how much these diamond earrings cost, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And my mom was like, Rob, stop. I was like, bitch, you better, I'm talking to Lenny right now. Lenny, how much were these fucking earrings? And he was like, I don't know, Rob, they were like $100. And I was like, then I closed them. I was like, you take these back, dude. I can't accept these. I said it this cool, too. I remember it this way. He's like, Rob, you're keeping this. Merry Christmas. You're keeping the earrings. And I was like, I can't accept this gift. I appreciate you for giving them to me. It means the world to me. Len, I'm not taking the fucking earrings, okay, man? I took the earrings though eventually, and I lost them.
You probably were like, my ears are already weird. I don't need anything dangling from them that people can look at.
Thanks for that. I don't know what you were trying to accomplish there, but
that is so funny, dude. When I first got my job, somebody was leaving the job at the exact same time, basically, and they gave me something that they used to use.
Yeah.
That they had zero need for anymore. The dude was like retiring. But when he handed it to me, I literally had that same kind of reaction where I was like, I can't accept this.
Bro.
And then I was like, why am I being so dramatic? Like
we're fucking
like a soap opera.
Sam. Like we're Sam at the end of fucking Endgame, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
I can't accept this. And then I was like, why am I being so weird about this? Like,
well, it belongs
just
to
say
you.
you're gonna accept it and throw it away when he's not there, basically.
Yeah. Steve Rogers is handing you like a notebook with like some numbers on it that helped him count, and you're like, no, I can't accept it.
I've done that before.
Oh man.
Listen, we're like 32 minutes into this.
Are we?
Yeah, and I think you have a question you were gonna ask, right?
Yeah.
You ready for some mind-blowing facts?
Yeah, I am ready for some
I sure am too, yeah.
fucking facts. Let's do it. You said you're pretty excited about yours, so I don't know if you want to go first, last. What do you want to do?
How excited are you about yours?
I'm pretty excited. I take a lot of pride in these segments, so
you know what?
I've gotten like really into like researching them now.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little nervous, but you know what, Jordan? You go first.
All right, I'll go first. All right.
Let's hear it.
So Robbie and I, when we do this facts segment, typically I just type into Google mind-blowing facts or like crazy facts or facts you didn't know or, you know, just something like that, basically.
Yes.
And you just get hyperlinks of all these websites that basically have like a very normal amount of facts that maybe you had known. But then there's some in that list that are so fucking dumb and weird. And we've mentioned a few already in the past where my question is, how do they know that? Like, like sometimes it'll just be something so far-fetched and weird that I'm like, who is researching this segment or like this subject and how do they know that? So I compiled a list of 8 that I saw just, you know, earlier today that I think we can all ask, how do they know that after all of these?
All right. I'm excited for this. I should have went first. Go ahead.
Number 1, a snail can sleep for 3 years. How do they know that?
How the fuck do they know that, dude?
How the fuck do they know that?
There's no way.
There is zero way that they know that. There's no, like, who saw a snail stop moving at some point and was like, we better monitor this until he moves again. And then after 3 minutes, somebody was like, I'm going to stick with this, just so you guys know. I think he might be dead, but I'm just going to keep a time-lapse fucking video on him for 3 fucking years.
Yeah. How small were the little fucking cups to monitor the heart rate? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They must have been microscopic.
I mean, snails don't move that fast in general. So, like, even when it started to move after it woke up from its 3-year nap, was the guy like, am I fucking going crazy? How the hell is it actually moving, or am I just willing it to
Or am
move?
I just 2.5 years in and I need some oxygen? You know, like I need to step out for a minute.
Dude, it's ridiculous. That
And
guy
then,
did
like,
not
when it
take a vacation for 3 years. Like, no, I got the snail thing. You know me.
When it finally happened, it must have moved like a millimeter, you know? Like, get in here. It's finally happening.
And then he stopped, and they were like, sure, Carl.
Yeah. Like, who knows if it even was still alive, or was there like a strong draft from the door that moved the snail? Okay.
Seriously, he died, and after 3 years, enough like fungus grew in him to like start to move him again. Like I don't know.
He's a zombie, is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you. Snails cannot sleep for 3 years. How the fuck do they know that?
Seriously.
Second one, kangaroos keep growing until they die. How the fuck do they know that? Like, what does that mean? Like how?
Because it's like, how long are we talking here?
Yeah.
How long
like,
do they live?
I have no idea.
like-
How do they measure it?
Exactly. Well,
who's like just standing there waiting to be like, oh yeah, I've grown a lot. I'm 38 now.
who's like 18 and like going to college, and they're like, you know what, you should be a fucking kangaroo measurer. You should measure kangaroos.
I know that, like, what is the consensus? Like, our ears and our hair
nose,
forever?
I think. Your nose.
Is it your nose, too?
Maybe,
yeah. Which, again, how do they know that?
I think they just...
I mean,
you
old
look
people
at
have
old
some
people,
big-ass ears.
Yes, the honking noses, dude. The older you are...
I don't understand that. They keep growing until they die. I think
Yeah.
everything grows until they die, I would assume.
Sure.
Anyway. Snakes can predict... number 3. Snakes can predict earthquakes more than 75 miles away or 5 days before they occur. How the fuck do they know that?
Yeah.
Like,
do you speak basilisk? Like, what are we talking about here?
like, did the fucking snake just, like, leave the room and they were like, there was a reason for that. Mm-hmm. That was definitely a reason.
Pay attention.
The next national, like, catastrophic thing that happens, we'll know that he knew about this.
Yeah, remember when this happened, okay?
Yeah.
5 days later.
5 days. Or, like, earthquake happens 75 miles away and they're like, did he know?
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
That's like being like, yeah, dogs in Missouri know when tornadoes are coming. And it's like, no, there's a tornado every other day, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Your dog just went outside and took a shit. That's it.
Yeah, the outside is terrifying looking. That's how he knew. Anyway, number 4. Cows give more milk when they listen to music. How do they know that? How?
Who's performing these studies?
I don't know.
Who literally grew up and was like, someday I'm gonna find out how much milk comes out of some teats, you know?
Is there like a difference in like genre? Like if you're listening to some like Lady Gaga, are you like pumping some milk? Or like death metal, are you just like, I don't know, is the milk like curdled already?
Yeah,
like I don't
maybe.
understand.
I'm thinking like Pony by Genuine. It's like bow, 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 and they're like
just like pulling as the beat goes.
You know, I can milk a cow. I think I know how to do it. It's
I've
hard.
done it a few times. Yeah,
it's hard to do. You gotta like
pull weird, like with your fingers, right?
You gotta kind of grab some milk out of. You gotta just wrap your fingers tenderly around the teat like that.
Yeah.
What's
just
number
punch
5?
The sack. Number 5. All porcupines float in water. How do they know that?
That one I get.
Well, I'm sure they do, but who? Like, what other things? What things don't float in water?
Rocks.
But you know what I'm saying? Like a mammal.
We
I'm assuming,
float.
like maybe a horse wouldn't float, but I don't know. Deep enough water, they might.
Well, horses can swim, so I don't know.
They have fucking humongous lungs. They're definitely floating.
You know who's really good at swimming?
What's up?
Pigs. Just for the
Pigs
record, that's not my mind. Yeah, that's not my mind-blowing fact. But
do they float?
Yeah, they can swim. I mean, they're
when I read that
fat,
fact,
so.
I was like, is somebody just chucking porcupines in the pool?
Yeah.
Like, listen, we've gotten all the other animals. This is the last one. We need to make sure they all float.
Hey,
Here
Becky,
we go.
Becky, grab the porcupines.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
We're throwing them in the pool.
Number 6, rats and horses can't vomit. How do they know that?
Yeah. Maybe
Everything
they just never
can
got
vomit.
sick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the one that you're watching and observing just loves whatever it eats. I don't know. Like I guarantee you they have the mechanism to do it. Okay, I can't guarantee you because I have no idea what I'm talking about, but
I feel like I've seen some like foamy grass on the ground in my barn back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And like what's the difference between like a rat and like a squirrel? Like I'm sure a squirrel fucking has too many nuts and fucking throws it up every once in a while.
God. Yeah. You're just solidifying how stupid I feel, you know,
well,
like
how stupid the internet is too, because these are just out there for people to reiterate on their own podcast, and like that's for us to do.
God, and people just get paid to learn these things. Sit in a room with rats
and just be like, "Hey, did those rats throw up yet?" And they're like, "Not once,
not yet, dude,
not never."
I tried everything. I put them on a tilt-a-whirl. Nothing. Yeah.
I tried everything. You never know. They're not gonna throw up. I'm gonna give up.
I fed him my wife's cooking. No luck. If that doesn't make him puke, then they must not puke ever.
That's hilarious.
That's just how I imagine he would say it.
Number 7. Animals. The length of an animal's yawn is directly associated with how large the animal is. That one I kind of believe, but also, how the fuck do they know that? I'm sure a mouse has some fucking long-ass yawns.
Why would you say the word yawn this late at night, Jordan?
I just don't understand. Like, does an elephant yawn significantly longer than a fucking tiger?
I'm pretty sure that they still don't know why people yawn. I'm
very sure that they know that.
Did you tell me this, or did we talk about this maybe?
I think we talked about it off air maybe.
Yeah. Because the myth used to be that you needed to get oxygen to your brain. That's what they thought.
I think that's what I was told.
Exactly. I thought that was fact for probably most of my life, but recently read that, we have no fucking idea why we yawn.
Yeah, so like next time Sawyer yawns, time it and then time your yawn. Yeah. Just to see if there's like a disparaging, variance between the two.
My mouth is salivating every time you say the word. I like want to yawn.
Yawn. Sorry. Number 8, last one here.
Let's hear it.
This one might be true, but still, how the fuck did I know that? Dinosaurs would swallow large rocks to help churn and digest their food. How do they know that?
Big time. How the fuck do they know that?
How the fuck do they know that? Like, the only thing I can think of is when they're like digging up like fossils, there just happens to be a lot of large rocks near where the stomach would be located. But I don't know if you know this, but fossils are in the fucking ground already. So there's already large rocks there.
Rocks on there. A gigantic rock smashed on top of them, and that's what killed them. So
yeah, I don't understand. Like, what?
How do we know that?
Do we? Yeah, dude, you're getting to some real good questions at this point.
9/11.
I just don't understand. Is there animals like that now? I'm sure there
maybe.
But also,
is
like,
that
swallowing
what I've been
rock?
missing when I'm constipated?
You just didn't swallow a bunch of pebbles, dude. You gotta fucking get that shit churning in there. I don't know.
Stop drinking Miralax and fucking.
Also, I like how they gave it a reason. Like, they did it for this.
Yeah,
they're not
you don't
just
know
like
why.
Dumb fucking
They're
dinosaurs
idiots.
that don't understand that rocks are not food.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dinosaurs
Those are all
fucking
8
stupid.
that we. Those are all 8 where we can all collectively say, "How the fuck did they know that?"
How the fuck did they know that? I like
they
that.
could all
actually.
be true. They could all be true. I could go for days. I feel like just too many.
I kind of like that. I'm thinking maybe future segment idea. How the fuck do they? How do they know that?
How do they know?
I
that?
like that.
We need to like get to the point where we can get a like scientist on that does one of these and be like, all right, tell us how you know that.
That's
Please.
how they know that. Yeah, exactly.
Rats don't vomit. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
I got a rat right here. Watch this. I'll squeeze him. No, sorry. Go ahead. So yeah, those are my my weird facts.
You're telling me a rat's never stopped at Burger King and picked up 2 double Whoppers, a chicken sandwich, a large fry, and a chocolate milkshake, and then maybe threw it up afterwards because they ate too much? Okay.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. Or like heat-driven ones. Like horses are always out like in the middle of the fucking hottest. Yeah, running. It's hot as fuck. They got flies all over them.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I don't know. I feel bad for horses.
Similar to the whole pigs don't sweat thing. Like, how the fuck do they know that? You know?
Some guy was like, put him on a treadmill. We'll get this fucking pig to sweat.
Hang a truffle in front of him.
Yeah. Are we sure we want to do that? We only have enough grant money for next month.
Yeah.
Yes. Do it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We didn't buy the pig fucking treadmill for no reason. Let's fucking go.
It's pink, guys.
All right. What's your fact?
All right. So I have like a love-hate relationship with nature. And I marvel in it. I think about going on like a safari in Africa. Mm-hmm. But we shouldn't be fucking around with nature, okay? Shit ain't no joke. There's like coyotes around here that'll eat you asshole first if you find yourself, depleted in the middle of the forest. So, but that leads me to my fact of the day. One tiger, this is the tagline, one tiger killed more people than 30 years of all bears, spiders, and snakes combined.
This was in Lakeville, Illinois?
Yes. Lindenhurst, technically, but...
Okay.
So bears kill an average of 2 people a year, which seems low.
Bears.
Yeah, literally. Like maybe quit eating so much honey out of jars or whatever. Spiders, more deadly at 6 deaths per year. What?
Even that, like, why are we even scared of those bitches?
I feel like I shouldn't have. I mean, I got some good info about tigers, but I feel like I should have looked that up. I feel like that can't be true, but it's fine. And snake bites account for 5 deaths each year in the United States. Okay, that makes more sense in the United States. Because in Australia, I feel like they're not fat, so leading cause of death has to be like snake bites, you know?
Yeah, or like a wallaby fucking was riding a tarantula into your house.
Or just like a 75-year-old, 23-foot tall kangaroo, because I don't know if you know this, they never stop growing.
I didn't know that until
stomping
now.
on motherfuckers, you know? But anyway,
God, let's hope their life expectancy is low.
Yeah, literally. There was a single tiger in the early 1800s in Indonesia, in the Nepal region, okay? That killed, named Champawat, by the way, I think that's how you say it, Champawat. That killed, in Nepal, killed 200 people in Nepal and 235 people in India. Like,
Wait a minute. Why? How? Tell me why. How? What happened?
So it's not like downtown Chicago, obviously, or even like Austin,
but
Texas.
were they all like in a big bowl for him?
Well,
like, I don't understand.
Well, basically, because in the early 1800s, there was a lot of small villages in Indonesia. And so literally it says that people would either like cut down trees and build like fortresses around their villages, or they would just pick up their entire village of people and move them somewhere else because too many people were dying from tiger attacks. Which is fucking crazy.
They just didn't want to move to where tigers aren't. They were just like, listen, let's try the other tiger-ridden area.
They didn't have a fucking VW Jetta or whatever you drive, Jordan. They were moving on foot. It was the early 1800s in the thick jungles of Indonesia.
I feel like you just need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and fucking get out of the rut you're in. True. When I was a kid, we didn't die from tigers. You know what I mean? You didn't even, And if you were gonna die, you were gonna like get out of there. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like everyone who gets attacked and doesn't die gets a participation trophy, and it's like it's made them soft. It's like you're definitely so. Anyway,
200. So over 400 people have died from one tiger.
They gave them to us. Hold on. They gave us those participation trophies. These old motherfuckers that are complaining about how soft they are, it was their idea. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is funny to be like a Monday morning asshole.
Yeah, we weren't 7 like, hey, people, give us trophies for participation. No, they were like 30 years ago. They were fucking 35, and they're like, let's make everyone feel special. And now they're 65 and got a stick up their ass, and they're like, these soft generations participation trophies. It's your fault.
It's your fault, guys.
Anyway. So Champawat killed 435 people, was responsible for 435 deaths over I think a 20-year span, it said.
Did they have like a fucking wanted poster with him on it? Just like, watch out, there's a fucking mean.
Yeah, I feel like
around.
People must have known, like, get the fuck out of there.
How did they not just like band together and like all like Shrek meet him at his fucking house with a torch and
torches and because tigers are very scary, dude. Have you ever seen one at the zoo? Okay.
I mean, I have, but
they're big and very strong.
I feel like I would just set up like, I don't know, landmines. Be like, we got him finally.
Yeah.
We also killed 400 other people, but we got that fucking mean-ass tiger.
I do this all the time. It's like someone the other day was like, Butterbean would knock you out to this day. And I was like, no, he definitely wouldn't. It's like, yeah, chances are he would, but in my head, I refuse to believe it. Right now, you're like, why don't they just dig a pit with a bunch of spiky sticks in it? You know, like...
Yeah, exactly.
Jordan, they thought of these things.
Why didn't they just like put a bunch of chickens like in a pen and then
Trap
blow
it.
up that pen? Yeah, do something. They
just like,
you know what? 435 people, they probably deserve to. That they didn't have the ingenuity to fucking figure this out on their own.
Now
It's
that you
one
mention
tiger.
it-
It's not like a gang of tigers.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was.
Nope. It was one tiger.
In
His name was Champawat.
1850, tigers killed 600 people in just these two villages in Indonesia, the Sumatra village and the Java village. 600 people, dude.
Listen, dude. Tigers are cats. You give them a fucking ball with a string on it, they'll just fucking play for hours. Maybe that's why they're so upset. They don't have anything to do. They're just like, you know what? We'll just play with these people from now on.
In the 1930s,
if they had a laser pointer back then, it would have.
Oh yeah, game's over.
Game over.
True.
You just laser pointer him right off a cliff.
We were just talking about. You see these videos, and it's like Bill raised this lion cub till he was 13, and then released him in the wild. Then Bill goes to the wild, and the lion like runs up and hugs him. The whole time, I'm like, he's getting his face eaten off. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Or
the Tiger King is never going to financially recover from this, dude.
Those size of animals, like they don't understand how strong they are compared to our weak ass bodies. So whenever I see that too, I start to think like, oh my god, he's gonna get knocked over and then sat on.
Last year there was 19 deaths by tiger in just the Chitwa region in Nepal.
Listen,
in just that
get
one
out of
region.
Nepal.
Get
fucking
out of
Mount
there.
Everest is there. Who gives a fuck?
The craziest thing is that the people are like, no, don't kill them. Don't kill the tigers. Just rehabilitate them or relocate them. And it's like, honestly, after hearing all this, I felt after Tiger King, I was kind of like, it's pretty gross, this whole like having tigers as pets thing. No, lock them all up, okay?
When we
Abuse
obviously grew up in the Midwest, and I'm a pansy, so I don't really like the idea of like killing animals, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I definitely understand it for like food purposes for sure.
Yeah, I can get
I
it.
can see the benefits. I just don't know if I'll ever be able to do it. Anyway, I remember like talking to like a deer hunter, and like people that are fucking hunters are fucking fanatical about being hunters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're fucking jacked about it. And I remember thinking like, don't hurt the fucking poor deer. Like, how dare you? They're just cute and whatever. And then I had like a close encounter where I almost hit a deer, and I was like, kill all these motherfuckers. Like, there's
take
too
'em
many
out.
of them. This is ridiculous.
You're like,
we need to conserve the population because this is nonsense.
grab your
They don't
AK.
stop fucking.
You know, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was like, all right, I see it now. I understand what they're talking about at this point.
I went hunting one time with my like grandpa and my uncle down in Alabama when I was like 14. And we had sat there all day and not seen a single deer, like 12 hours. It was finally like 6:30 p.m. We were in the woods, so it was getting dark, and we saw a deer, and I was like, should I fucking shoot it? I was so nervous. I didn't really want to, but he was like, no. He's like, it's already dark. You're most likely, if you get lucky and hit this deer, it's going to be like in the foot, and then we have to track it until it's dead because it's illegal to just shoot a deer and let it run off, you know?
That's the thing, dude. Yeah, that's crazy.
They want to make sure that you're, using it like it's for a reason. You only get a certain number of bucks a year. So he was like, yeah, that's called a shoot and check. We don't even know if it's legal to shoot it. It could be a kid. It's like, we're not going to do it. And I was like, oh, thank God. I was not ready to shoot it, but
I think I have some problems with it, just psychologically, but also there's too many fucking rules when it comes to, like, I've talked to some hunters, and like you said, there's a time limit. Like, obviously there's deer season or like hunting season, so there's a daily time limit, but there's also like hey, it's too dark out, can't do that. There's a bunch of like regulations that I don't want to adhere to. I don't want to read the fucking manual. It's too much.
To be fair, well, like that's why I don't hunt. But one time Sawyer and I were at Caboose Park. We were like walking off on a trail at the end, and it was like, you're going into the forest preserve. There's people shooting deer right now because for population control. And I was like, let's get the fuck out of here, Sawyer. I was like, let's go. Last thing I need is for you to get shot and your mom to be mad at me. So.
Yeah,
and for you to be hurt or whatever, but mostly I just don't want to deal with the headache,
Yeah, I just couldn't deal with it. Also, I always thought that like, duck season, rabbit season, that fucking like classic
Mm-hmm.
Daffy Duck, whatever. I always thought that was like a season, like a long period of time, months.
Sure.
But like deer hunting season is like 7 days.
Is it?
It's really short. I could be wrong about this.
Yeah,
but I'm
maybe
pretty
like
sure
a couple
it's
weeks
like,
or a month. But
yeah,
like,
it's like 9 days or something.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, that's a lot of fucking hunting to do in that short amount of time. If I was a deer, I'd just like spread the word. I'd be like, listen,
Hey.
from June 3rd to June 9th, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Like we gotta
Literally.
fucking get out of here, bro.
I'd find some ducks and put little like antlers on their heads. You know what I mean? Like Daffy.
Yeah.
And trick Elmer into shooting him. So I was gonna ask the question: what would you least want to meet? Either like a tiger, a bear, or like a gorilla. Those three things.
Dude, gorilla hands down would be
No, I agree,
too much
but
to deal with.
I mean, all three could kill you. For me, it's like
I just feel like the gorilla and I would like lock eyes and we would somehow be like intertwined. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
they're very human like, and I'd be like, "Did you listen to my podcast?" Like I'd be kind of like, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, I love it," and I'd be like, "All right."
Here's the thing.
41 episodes, bro.
It would go one of two ways. Either he would like knock you out and then have sex with you while he bit off your fingers. That's kind of what they do. But I'm hoping maybe if I just like let him have sex with me, he won't knock me out or bite off my fingers. If I'm just like
speaking more about like chimpanzees.
Oh, is it different? Is it different?
I mean, I feel like a gorilla would be like gentle and like, he'd be like, he'd probably play like easy listening music. And,
sure.
I mean, he's got some big ass forearms and he walks on his hands.
Well, dude, gorillas are not packing, man.
But they're smart though. So
well, I know. So just let it have sex with your butt for a few minutes. Wouldn't hurt that bad,
All right,
and then maybe he'd let you go.
Fucking idiots, let gorillas fuck you. That's the podcast, bro.
Oh, perfect. All right.
That's the episode. Guys, send us an email. The next time we fucking record, we'll be in person.
That's true. You're coming home this Friday?
This Friday. So like, wow. Yesterday, if you're watching this on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm in Illinois right now.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Anyway, thanks to everyone for sending emails so far. We shouted out Scott, Chris, Stuke. I mean, it's just a they're starting to roll in. So
it's very nice. It's very cool. So
it's a lot of fun.
If you want to say anything to us, send us an email at twofukingidiots.pod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Let us know
which animal you wouldn't mind getting fucked by. Like send us that in an email.
Yeah. Just podcast topics. If you want us to talk about something.
Yeah.
You have any
bestiality.
Thoughts, you want Robbie to take that fucking hat off. Like let us know. That way. Okay, he's fluffing it more. Oh, but now it's.
Now I'm from New York, brother. Right.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks for listening.
It's been a crazy journey. 41 episodes in, and we're not stopping. I don't care if we get fucking 6 views from now on, which looks to be that way. But we're just gonna keep going. I don't know. We'll get to 100 episodes, and we'll be fucking 40 years old.
Leo da Vinci or whatever, or like one of those, or Van Gogh wasn't even popular until after he died. So maybe we just put out 400 or 500 podcasts, and then someday when we die, inevitably, judging by our lifestyle choices, I don't know, like 55 or 60, it'll live on and it'll gather traction.
We're not afraid to live life. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Thank you guys for listening.
One cheeseburger
see
at
you
a time.
in person.
See you soon in person.
Very soon.
Cannot wait.
Adios.
Peace, guys.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two